Jen, thank you very much for joining us. As you set out to your new mission, would like to know what kind of force do you leave behind?
I leave behind a force for good, if I can sum it up, both in terms of quality, it's a better force, and also in terms of numbers, it's a bigger force. So over time, over the last 4.5 years, since I came into office in January 2017, we've worked on many aspects of force improvement in terms of quality and also in terms of numbers because of the challenges of national security. So I think I leave behind a better force, both in quality and also quantity.
What tasks do you leave behind for the new CDF?
There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. A lot of unfinished business, a lot of undone aspects of building the force, improving the force. One of my dreams was to radically improve the welfare of the rank and file, especially as far as service accommodation is concerned. Unfortunately, we've been scattered in that respect. We haven't had much impact. We've only tremendously worked on working environments, workplaces. My predecessors worked on training areas. I have added my brick by working on working spaces. We've done, I think, something within the region of 7 brigade headquarters, and these come with the hospital, they come with the commander's house, they come with storage, they come with other basic infrastructure. We did this in, the other day I was in Matany, in Karamoja, to open one. There was one in Pajimu, in 5 Division, another one in Palaro, in 4 Div, others in Kachomia, name it. So that one we embarked on and we did. But outstanding is service accommodation, decent accommodation for our soldiers to come out of Mama Ingia Poli. Thankfully, we've left on the table a bankable project in the form of a plan for the 35 housing units for our men and women in uniform. So there's something to start with the new team. He needs to do with his team, and the details of this and more are in my handover report.
The UPDF has been known as a people's force. However, the past months have given the force a rather not so good image. As you leave office, where would you advise probably or suggest that the new CDF would start from regarding that?
There's no rule of thumb in these things, and I think the answer lies in wider society, wider dynamics beyond the UPDF. We are part of the community. We recruit from the community. And I think those are the challenges of a nascent democracy. You get mistakes here and there. The operating environment is complex. It's charged sometimes. I think rather than look at UPDF, we need to look comprehensively at the country, at our values, at our conscience as a country. The population, young people especially, how are they nurtured? How are they mentored? How are they raised? What is our education system? Respect for elders, respect for authority. Very, very important.
Your next assignment, where do you start from?
Of course, when you go somewhere, you have to listen in. How have they been doing their thing? And what do you bring on board? So we want to distill these reports from these different departments. But for me, my work is cut out, and that of my senior. The president tasked me in public about the monitoring of vehicles. He's already given instructions to the Minister for Security to get done with the process of acquiring that system. There are other outstanding challenges like phase 1 of the cameras is not yet done, complete. We need to finish it and do phase 2 to go beyond Kampala. That helps a lot in fighting crime. We have to improve the area of forensics. We have to improve the area of investigations. We have to work on image and attitude, the work ethic, especially of the police. We need to work on terms and conditions of service. So there's a lot of work to do, and I think even there I have colleagues, I have allies, and we shall do our contribution to improve things at Internal Affairs.
On a lighter note, do you have a life away from, because when people see soldiers, they imagine, one, they're not human, but they don't have a life.
Yes, we have a life. We have a life. We have family. We have feelings. we have feelings. I remember this song by Lucky Dube, "Big Boys Don't Cry," but even soldiers cry. They are human beings. We have blood in our veins, so we have a life, and we are mindful of the need to balance between work and family, because family is key in making you stable at work. So we have people behind there, the unseen and unsung heroes, who make it possible for us to deliver on the job, and I want to salute them.
As the sun sets here in Mbuya Hill, General David Muhoozi ends his tour of duty as Chief of Defense Forces. Sheila Tusime, NBS, Live at 9.